Gangstalking, which is also referred to as organized stalking, is an issue that is highly contentious and very real for those facing the agony of this on a daily basis. Others mistakenly contend that it is nothing more than a groundless conspiracy theory or a type of paranoid delusion, even though there are those of us who assert that we live through this tenuously real phenomenon that involves the systematic harassment and persecution of an individual by a group of people on a daily basis. One thing is very evident, and that is the fact that gangstalking is not an activity that is appropriate for use in the presence of children, nor should a perpetrator involve children in the process ever. At its foundation, gangstalking consists of the monitoring and harassing of an individual by a group of people, who are typically driven by a desire to cause the victim physical or emotional harm or to bring the victim's reputation into disrepute. This can include more extreme measures like physically assaulting the victim or even just following them around and spreading rumors and lies about them. These activities have the potential to cause the victim significant amounts of stress and dread, as well as serious effects on the victim's mental and physical health. Gangstalking can not only have a terrible effect on the victim, but it also has the potential to have a significant influence on the victim's family. It is possible for the victim's everyday life and routines to be thrown off kilter if they are followed and harassed in an ongoing manner. Because of this, it may be daunting for them to carry out their regular responsibilities, such as going to work or taking care of family members. With that being said, most targeted individuals are well versed and adept at protecting the ones they love and do a rather good job at doing so. Realistically, no one should have to go through these extraneous measures to simply live a normal life because others choose to participate in these abnormal and anti-family activities. The victim's relationships with their loved ones may be negatively impacted as a result of the persistent stress brought on by the harassment, which may ultimately lead to tension and conflict within the family. Not to mention family members who choose to participate in the process. In addition to putting the victim at risk, gangstalking can also put their own family in jeopardy. This may result in a stressful atmosphere for the family, as well as feelings of uncertainty and insecurity for the individuals inside the family. In extreme circumstances, the perpetrators of the crime may even be responsible for putting those members in danger of being emotionally harmed. The legal repercussions of gangstalking are another crucial aspect to take into consideration. The behaviors that are commonly connected with gangstalking, such as stalking, harassment, and sometimes violence, are considered illegal acts in many different jurisdictions. If a person or group is found to be engaging in this kind of action, they run the risk of being subjected to criminal prosecution and could end up spending time in jail as a result. The offender, as well as their families, could end up in a lot of trouble as a result of participating in this type of activity. That's why gangstalking and targeting of individuals must and will be stopped. The victim and their family may suffer financial consequences as a result of being a target of gangstalking, in addition to the physical and mental duress that is produced by the act itself. As a direct result of the harassment, the victim may be forced to miss time from work or seek medical treatment, both of which can result in a reduction in income and an increase in out-of-pocket costs. In extreme instances, the victim may even be compelled to move or alter their living arrangement in order to escape the harassment, which can result in additional costs for the victim. It is crucial to highlight that the effects of gangstalking can be devastating and far-reaching. Some authorities believe that the pattern of behavior known as gangstalking is nothing more than the accumulation of numerous separate instances of harassment and stalking, rather than the result of a concerted effort on the part of a group of individuals. In these instances, either they are not having the experience themselves or just not wanting to acknowledge that which they actually know exists for fear of reprisal. For those of us going through the process, this is no hallucination. Most targeted individuals are now currently and were well-adjusted and morally compassionate beings until the gangstalking and targeting began. Whatever your feelings are regarding this malicious act of social engineering, it is abundantly evident that it is not something that should be done around or involve children, the elderly, or any other part of our society that is vulnerable. Note to gangstalkers: so don't teach your children to become junior perpetrators as well. Harassment and surveillance of a person can have major repercussions for the victim as well as for the perpetrator and their families. These repercussions can include emotional distress as well as financial hardship and legal issues. Attention, those who gangstalk, remember this can easily apply to either you or your loved ones. Is this the kind of legacy you want to leave your children with? Be assured gangstalking and targeting individuals is an anti-family, anti-community building, anti-human experiment. The next time someone asks you to participate in such heinous activities, just say no thank you. Your family, your community, and your humanity will benefit tremendously from doing so.